Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, Chapter 21, Predictions. I definitely think next chapter is going to be the final conclusion of like this mission, this confrontation between the Shinjus and Team 7 and the Hidden Sand Villages ninjas and Konohamaru and Matsuri. It's going to wrap it all up, because now that Sarada has unleashed her new technique, I doubt that they're going to be able to like stretch it out for like another 2 or 3 chapters, or maybe even one more chapter. So it feels like this is like her final trump card, or we've already seen all we needed to see, right? They can't overpower Ryu. They need to like regroup and figure out a new tactic, a new way to fight them, essentially. So I definitely think it's going to be kind of like a more of a held back chapter, you know what I mean? It's just going to be like a, maybe we'll get a flashback at Sarada training with her Mangekyo Sharingan. We could see Konohamaru and Matsuri kind of wrap up, because Matsuri has to go get healed up by the other Shinju, so that'll probably end, and then we have to see like, I think we definitely have to see like what happens with Yodo. She's not dead, but she's definitely very weak, and it's kind of hard to like put together like, is she dead? Is she going to be saved? What's the next thing that they're doing? So I think we're going to see a nice little conclusion, a little fast way to end the chapter. I don't know if there'll be any more surprises other than Boruto maybe showing up at the end and maybe saving everybody, maybe saving Konohamaru. I definitely don't think we'll get any Kawaki or, you know, any like kind of like, I've been waiting for Kawaki to get like boosted up, you know what I mean, to get his limits basically just to be like increased, his strength increased, you know what I mean? But I've given up on that. I don't think that's going to happen during this mission, so I definitely think it's going to be final conclusion, maybe a flashback of Sarada. I do think Yoda will be saved. They have to get her to a hospital, or they got to get her healed up. I think that we're going to see the extra little bits of what Sarada can do, and that might be it. That might be enough to close the chapter. And also just to see what Mitsuki and Arya are going to do. Essentially to fight Ryu, right? What they have left. Because Mitsuki doesn't exactly like lose. He just kind of like, he gets cheated out of a win because Ryu's using his Iron Sand. So it's very possible that they might beat Ryu. There's a potential for it. I'm not going to say it's like more than likely going to happen, but I'm just saying that like they could injure him, and then him and Matsuri have to leave and get healed up, and then Konohamaru and the others have to figure out an escape plan or a way to leave, and they do. You know, that's just my assumption. That's what I think that they will do for next chapter. Is there any chance anybody else gets hurt? I don't think so. I think everybody who's hurt, primarily Yodo and Matsuri, I think they're the ones that are more than likely the ones to suffer, to be in pain. Although I don't know what's going to happen with Gaara. I don't know if they're going to like save him. I don't know if she's going to get, if Arya's going to get the lodestone sand sealing blade back. I don't know if Ryu's going to capture him. I don't know any of those things. And I doubt that they'll be finished by next chapter. So I guess the assumption is that Gaara's bleeding out in that iron ball still, and he's going to stay there for a while. Let me think, what else is there? I don't know, what are the chances that Boruto shows up or like teleports to them and gets them out of there? I think they're pretty high. He doesn't have to be there. Like, he doesn't have to be there for a long fight, or like, I think the initial reaction from him is like, I have to help them, I have to fight with them, but if he stays there for an extended period of time, Juro will just show up. So it's probably better for quick grab and then teleport out of there, you know what I mean? So that way he can save them and get out of their way, and he doesn't have to have a full-on confrontation with Juro, and he doesn't have to die. So it's just about choosing the moment perfectly, like the right moment to swoop in, save everybody, and leave, you know, and get them the medical attention that they need to figure out like how to move forward or figure out the next step. And I think that's important. I wonder how much Kashin Koji really knows about the plan, and how much has maybe kind of diverted. Like maybe Konohamaru was supposed to take out Matsuri right then and there, but she said Konohamaru-chan, and he got flashbacks of Moegi, or he kind of was like, ooh, this is wrong, and he held back, you know what I'm saying? So there are probably little tidbits here and there that like ruined the plan. So he was supposed to take out Matsuri. He didn't take out Matsuri. And then Sarada, I don't know, maybe Sarada was like overusing her abilities and goes blind. You know, who knows really? But chapter 21, maybe a flashback of Sarada. I think they're going to conclude this mission because, again, we've kind of seen all that we needed to see. I think that we get Yodo some help. I think that they just get out of there. The mission's over by next chapter, and then we move on accordingly. We figure out how the next step goes. But if this does go after chapter 21, keep on going, then it's more than likely going to end in like a chapter or two. It's not going to be too much more juice to squeeze out of this mission. Especially with Matsuri injured and Ryu like about to get injured. I think next chapter is going to be a final stamp on it, and we're going to learn just how much farther everybody has to go. Plus, we have to bring Team 10 into the mix, Himawari. We have to get Kawaki all boosted up and stronger. So it feels like there's a lot of things that we have to go back to the Hidden Leaf Village for, and now would be the time to go. So we had one mission, you know what I mean? We didn't succeed, but we'll see how it goes. But until then, chapter 21. Let me know what you guys' predictions are down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah.